This is Sports Federation TV. If you've just joined in, you've missed the first segment where we spoke about squash. We're now moving to something very exciting. For me, particularly, it's an honor to have the folk of the Liverpool Football Academy. You've heard right. Yes, we've launched the Liverpool Football Academy in South Africa. And to tell us more, CJ, Benjamin, good evening, you are?
Good evening. Thank you very much for having us.
You good? Bobby?
Thank you for having us, Elton.
Good. CJ, tell us a bit about this Liverpool Football Academy that's just been launched in South Africa.
Well, as you said, it's such an honor and a delight to work for Liverpool Football Club. This has been 2 years in the running and in the planning for to launch the academy in the country. Essentially, we earmarked 3 cities that we wanted to launch the academy in: Durban, Johannesburg, and of course, very excitedly, in Cape Town. Our plans for 2 years has been purely on the basis that we needed youth development in football in South Africa at large, talent identification in football to start at an early age. So our plans of football in terms of Liverpool Football Club is to launch an authentic Liverpool program. So what does that mean really? It means that we're offering for the first time in the country the official Liverpool program. So very much the likes of Steven Gerrard, Jamie Carragher, Jordan Iber, all the programs they experienced at Liverpool is the same program we're now offering in South Africa to our young people. So we cater for under 6 to under 17-year-olds. Okay. So we have a program then that is par excellence. It's compared to none in the country, but this is to develop and shape footballers in South Africa. The intention then is to develop a conveyor belt of football talent that feeds into PSL teams and of course our country someday, with the grand hope that one of our players will play for Liverpool.
And that's the link after PSL, or can they jump directly from the academy to Liverpool in the UK?
They can jump directly from the academy to the UK.
That's exciting.
Well, just to take you even further then, so our plans for 2016 in the academy is that we'll take 32 players over the year to Anfield. We believe in order for this to really be a Liverpool experience, you have to experience Anfield, from the coaching staff to the staff in the office as well as our players. So we'll do it twice a year. We'll take 16 players and 6 coaches at 2 different times in the year. They'll attend a 3 to 5 day course at the academy in the UK. They'll work with those coaches. They'll have a tour of Anfield, and I believe it will reshape their game and the manner in which they play. But beyond that, we want to create a global stage for football performance, and this is what is not offered in the country at the moment. What do most footballers want? Apart from national pride, they want to play overseas. So we're going to take our football players on international tours, starting with Anfield next year.
Wow. Can't there be 16 again?
Of course you can.
Bobby, you've just been appointed as the head for Cape Town. Tell us a bit about that.
Very exciting. Lyndon Barnes, the other partner in the business, came down to Cape Town to chat to me just about general things about football, about where Liverpool could set up, maybe who they should contact and this and that. Long chat, couple of hours later, he turned around and offered me the job. Wow. Huge honor, very excited. Yeah.
So you've got plans going forward?
Big plans, which CJ's outlined.
CJ, now that we've got the Cape Town Academy, yes, where else are you planning, or do you have academies?
So we have an academy in Durban and we have an academy in Johannesburg. The idea then is to be based in at least 4 parts of Cape Town as well as Durban and Johannesburg. In terms of reachability, we understand that players aren't going to be able to travel far distances to come to the academy, but the quality then offered at each base will be exactly the same. So to talk about the quality of the program, it was essential for us that we have an authentic Liverpool coach based in the country, and we had gone through quite a process with Liverpool to select whom we believe is the best candidate for this. Of course, it's a Liverpool Football Club program, it's a Liverpool Academy, and we want to make sure we're offering an authentic service. We want to make sure that the program and the syllabus on offer is of the same standard of the UK, because what I'm really saying is you should travel around the world to any of the Liverpool academies and the standard should be the same. There's no reason why it shouldn't be. So South Africa will lead the way with that. So in appointing a coach, we appointed an outstanding head coach, a national head coach, and it's going to come up in a short while. I'm going to chat with you, but for your viewers to understand, we chose the very best. We chose a young, vibrant, dynamic head coach, someone whom we believe will serve 2 roles for us in the country. He'll develop coaches, because that's a real need as well. He'll develop coaches and certify them. For all coaches to work in the Liverpool Academy, they have to be certified by us. They have to be certified to coach the Liverpool way, and that is how we conduct ourselves. That's what the Liverpool way is. So he's here to develop the coaches, and he's here to develop players, and I believe he's an absolute asset and a gem to have in the country.
And he's not a bad-looking guy either. We'll chat to Chris in a bit. Let's check out this legend who graced our shows a few weeks ago at the launch, Sir John Barnes, and he had a few words to say. Let's check it out.
A person who is deemed to be one of the greatest all-time self-made footballers in the world, who needs very little introduction. I'd like you to please give a big, warm South African welcome to Sir John Barnes, MBE.
What I always say when I'm speaking about, and I hate to speak about football as opposed to anything else, because as I said earlier, football, like any sport, like life, is exactly the same. You look at a microcosm of football, look at what's necessary to be successful in football, or in rugby, in business, in anything, and it's always the same. And I say this to the kids. I don't know how Clive would have got a job in football, but that's another matter. So, however, if you look at any of those teams who play with flair, any of the football teams that play with flair, any of the rugby teams, the Argentinians, the All Blacks, whoever, that amounts to 10% of the reality of the 80 minutes. The other 90% is about discipline, spirit, togetherness, dedication. I used to watch some basketball. I would walk straight out. I can tell you. But thank you very much for having me. It's been wonderful. What impressed me about Lyndon was the fact that all he kept mentioning, forget about anything else, is about trying to bring the kids up in the right way in terms of the Liverpool way. Getting the coaches to learn the Liverpool way, to come back and impart that wisdom on the kids here. And that's the most important thing, because to be honest with you, in the business world we live in the Premier League, some of the clubs are quite happy to get money, to give their name without knowing what's really going on and even caring whether it is run in the proper way. And it is up to the people who are actually running it to have the right integrity to follow through on that promise. Because the clubs aren't going to check up, I can tell you, they're quite happy to get the money. And all Lyndon kept stressing to you was the fact that he wanted to do this in the right way for the kids of South Africa to be brought up with the Liverpool way. So, Lyndon, well done.
Bobby Green, could you come up here as well? Bobby, thank you, Bobby.
As you can see, John Barnes, Sir John Barnes, a Liverpool legend, was in South Africa, and he was part of the launch where we launched the Liverpool Academy. Bobby, I'm excited for what's coming. There's lots of great, exciting things happening. Tell us some of the exciting things that's going to happen in the near future.
Elton, so many. I'm really, really excited to be involved with such a big brand. And wherever I go now, and you mention my new job, it's like, sure, everyone wants to be my friend. My Facebook's got hundreds of people with friend requests. It's crazy,
sure.
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm sure.
No, I'm very excited. I was watching Chris today, going through the paces with some of the coaches. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CJ, Liverpool Football Club, like many of the UK-based clubs, have a huge following in South Africa. Will there be an opportunity for those fans to be part or link into Friends of Liverpool Football Academy at some point?
Absolutely. What we've done is networked very well with the supporters club in each region, because they really are the heart and blood and soul of Liverpool. But we are one family. We are one family under one brand, and we've built a relationship with them in each city. They'll be attending our camps. Of course, our summer camps are coming up in Cape Town, and we're here from the 5th to the 10th of December. And we're going to be at Camps Bay, we're going to be at Rondebosch, and we're going to be at Durbanville. So over those 3 areas, we plan to see lots of supporters with their flags and dressed in their full kit. So we're really looking forward to it.
Thank you. CJ, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
We are going to do a substitution in
Sure.
the football term, and we're going to get Chris on.
Fantastic.
And as we do that, we'll watch the interview of CJ and Lyndon Barnes.
South Africa for many years, and I first met Johnny Loach and the guys from the X-Pro about 2 years ago, and after seeing all the good work they do, not just for charities, but to help disadvantaged people, I was only too happy to get involved. This is probably the third lunch I've done for them in speaking, and you know, the work they do is fantastic, so I'm more than happy to get involved and help in a very, very small way. I just heard about it about 2 days ago, and the guy, Lyndon, he's here, who's got the rights for the Liverpool Academy, and it's the official Liverpool Academy in South Africa, here in Cape Town, but it'll be going on to Durban and Joburg, so hopefully we'll get lots of kids coming through. South Africa also had good talent. I mean, I remember the days when Lucas and you know, Mark Fish and Sean Bartlett, you know, Benny McCarthy. So we know the talent that's here in South Africa. So hopefully we can see some more coming through in the near future.
Well, it's very exciting for us to have the Liverpool way being taught to many of the players in South Africa. And what we'll have is soccer schools, which is twice weekly, where young kids between the ages 5 and 17 can join us for training the Liverpool way. And then we'll have training camps as well, especially in December, between the 5th and the 10th in Cape Town, where we will have some of the coaches from the Liverpool Academy from the UK come along and take our kids through their paces and teach them how to be up to date with skills and techniques that is global at the moment. So we're very excited to have this in South Africa.
So
Liverpool Academy has two distinct offerings. We have an after-school program, so we offer 2 weekly 90-minute sessions at the Academy at a home venue per city. Then we have a soccer school, which is what we're doing in December in Cape Town in particular, between the 5th and the 10th. It's a soccer school, it's a 2-day mini camp, a total of 6 hours with 3 Liverpool coaches from the UK.
As you can see, there's lots of passion from Lyndon, from CJ, and even Sir John Barnes. Chris, are you well?
I'm very well, thank you, Elton. Yeah.
Welcome to South Africa.
Thank
firstly.
you. Yeah.
The Liverpool way. Tell us a bit about that. As the head coach of Liverpool Football Academy South Africa, what's it?
Yeah,
what are you coming here to do?
So the Liverpool way is something that you hear all the time. So especially with us being here, it's done in the Liverpool way. So it's not the right or the wrong way, it's our way. So some of the core values that we have at our club, things like ambition, commitment, dignity and unity. It's about trying to create that with the player development, but trying to make a better person, not just a better footballer. Because at the end of the day, when you're going to try and be a professional footballer, the percentage that gets through is so few. However, if we can create a good person with good understanding through the sport, it's so important and vital to ourselves.
Because if you're a good person and you've got those core values, your football career will automatically follow, because you'll impart that values onto the playing field and you'll be a better sports person.
100%. I'd like to use myself as that. Like, sport's given me so much, and especially football, with the fact of the social skills and meeting friends and people that you can literally put things, whether you're going to be a teacher, whether you're going to be a coach, whether you're going to be a player. You need all those things and the aspects to be a successful person in life. So it's very important.
Definitely. Bobby, are you excited to work with this young man?
Very
what's
excited.
What's your drive with him? What's your goal?
I've been very impressed with Chris since he's arrived. Stepped off the plane, got straight into it, arranging meetings, working through coaching, CVs, out on the field with the new coaches that he's coaching. Very impressive. Very impressive.
And you think he's the right man for the job?
Definitely, most definitely. If CJ picked him, he must be the right man for the job.
And it's not about his looks, it's about what he can do. Just checking.
Hey, listen, we can go together else if you want to.
No, he's got the right hairstyle for the job, so that's why I asked that question. Chris, what will your role be within the big picture?
Right, so the bigger picture for myself, I'll be across all the 3 cities. So it's not only to educate the parents, the kids and the coaches, it's to give something back to the communities that we're in as well.
And that core values will come through by the team being together and the ethos of the Liverpool way, more than anything else.
It's something that we live by, so it's not just something that we preach. It comes to presenting yourself, walking through. It could be literally just myself meeting new people, the ambition to get better, the commitment to stay on the same path, to be dignified at all times and to unite together. So our core values are always working together on the bigger picture.
And that's the goal, is the bigger picture.
Yes.
Not just now, today, but taking it to Liverpool Football in the UK. Quick question.
Go.
What's the chance of Liverpool this year?
The chance of Liverpool this year?
Finishing top 4.
Exciting times, especially under Jurgen at the moment. So very, it's buzzing at the moment, especially it's rocking back at Anfield with the new stands going in at the moment. There's a real buzz around the place. Top 4, especially with Chelsea suffering at the moment. It's looking better for ourselves. So as long as we finish above Man United, that'll be a goal.
That's going to be a tricky one, particularly with, and you'll also find that wearing a Liverpool shirt here in South Africa, you'll find that there'll be lots of people giving you all kinds of comments, because it's, like I said to CJ, it's a big cult following of the UK base of clubs. With the new coach back home, do you think he stands a chance to maybe not necessarily do something great this season, but bold for next season?
Yeah, well, his philosophy and everything he does, he embodies everything it is about Liverpool. I mean, you just need to watch one of his interviews just to see how passionate he is about player development, which is fantastic for myself, who's in with youth development, because he's given youth a chance, with the likes of Jordan Ibe coming through, Jordan Roster within the ranks. Give him time and just be patient. We need to get back to the days where we're looking after our managers, and that's something that our club prides itself on. We've always got the opportunity to do well. So give them time and it'll definitely come good.
And it takes one step at a time.
Yes.
So looking forward, you've got the training workshops coming up in December. Bobby, you want to give us those dates quickly?
Camps Bay High School on 5th and 6th. Maris St. Joseph's on the 7th and 8th. And Chester House in Durbanville on the 9th and 10th.
And you'll be there, Chris?
I'll be there and another 2 coaches back from Liverpool. So there'll be 3 of us there, so 3 scousers fronting it up. So
Good international flavor.
yes, there you go, yeah.
So if you want to come along to the academy, you can go onto their website and register on www.liverpoolacademy.co.za. You'll get all the details there and send them your player's CV, and potentially you could be part of the academy. Gentlemen, thank you for your time.
Thank
we
you
look
very
forward
much.
to great things coming out of the Liverpool Football Academy, not just in Cape Town but South Africa. And we look forward to seeing one of our very own in the starting lineup in a few years' time.
There you go. Thanks, Elton.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Elton.
guys. Let's take an ad break, and when we come back, we'll chat boxing. See you now.